What is up, guys? It's Tom here from Ruthless Raiding, and I'm bringing you a brand new video. And in this video I'm going to be showing you guys some of the fundamentals to doing a successful giant healer raid. So pretty much it's giants and healers, and sorry about that puppet there, and there's going to be another one just a few seconds after. But anyway, you've got 18 all my troops that I use in this army are max for Town Hall 9, but it is really good for Town Hall 8, 7, even 6. And you can use it at Town Hall 10 if you really want to, but I have a Town Hall 7 account, but I'll probably do some sort of Town Hall 7 guide later, like in my YouTubing. But anyway, you have a 70 archers, 18 giants, 8 wall breakers, a healer, 10 goblins, 20 barbs, and then in your spell factory, I like to bring a lightning, 2 heals, and a rage, but you can bring like 2 rage, 2 heals, or whatever. But anyway, let's get on to the first raid of the video. And you'll see this base is really perfect for giant healer because all of the air defense are really exposed, so I can get to them really easy with my giants. You can bring 3 lightnings with you if you really want to drop on one of the air defenses, but I don't like to do that because I generally don't use that many spells. I prefer to not get the 3-star and like have a bit more profit than to use 3 lightning spells on 1 air defense, because that's like 66,000 elixir. That really cuts down on your profit fast. Like, I'm only getting 159,000 of it in this raid, so I'm pretty much only breaking even if I use spells. So anyway, what you really have to do in this strategy is like rush it. It is really, you might think it's just like waiting for your giants to tank, but it really isn't. The second thing is you have to use your infantry to make a funnel for your heroes to go into the center, and unless it's a collector base, which you don't find too often, that's why I like to use this, because then you don't have to search quite as much. Then you really have to funnel your heroes into the center because they are tanky and they do a lot of damage. And without your heroes in the center, you really don't stand a chance against those wizard towers and mortars. Your heroes might not even do the damage; they might just tank for your archers. But you really do need to funnel them into the center, because if you don't do that, then you aren't going to get that loot that you always wanted, to save up for that upgrade that you always wanted, to make your base look how you always wanted. Yeah, but yeah, might be a bit less than that, but I do use the healing spell on the top, but that is the only spell that I use in this raid. And I'm going to use my queen's ability soon because she is getting shot by the Tesla. And just a second, sorry about that. But anyway, she's taking down the Tesla, and the cannon is now the last defense. And the giants are going to take down that pretty easily because they just have. And this was really quite an easy 3-star, to be honest. I've got a decent amount of I've got like 20 infantry left, and I've got like 10 giants, which is really a lot to say that it's the end of the raid. And we are going to be beating up the Town Hall 7 in the next raid, but if you see that loot, I really can't pass that up. Like the other base, it had a lot less loot than that, and I would still attack it. But a Town Hall 7 with this much loot, yeah, you've really got to go for it. And I just decided to be quite conservative with my troops. I wouldn't use any spells, and to be honest, I don't really mind if my heroes partially go down, because this takes like 20 minutes to train. Well, no, 23. Yeah, I queued it all up in the barracks, like the most efficient way to queue it. It's about 23 minutes to train, so we are gonna rush it again. And I do decide to only use 12 of my giants. I could have used maybe all of them and no healer or something, but I decided just to use 12 of them. I didn't really have much time to do the maths and work it out, so again, I'm rushing it. I'm putting archers on the outside, and I'm gonna not bother funneling in my heroes now, because on this base most of the point defenses are on the outside. Normally you have to worry about Expos or something, or Teslas on the inside, but I did not in this raid. And so I'm just gonna use my heroes to kind of tank for archers on the outside, so because he's only got 5-point defenses left, and they are all that can really hurt you in this strategy, because your infantry, yes, they get hurt by splash damage, but the splash damage is mainly going to be targeting your giants. So I do drop the Archer Queen on the top, and she's going to take out the Archer Tower and the cannon pretty easily, and this is going to be a really easy 3-star, because you can see I have 6 giants and 10 goblins and a ton of archers left. So you can tell this was a pretty easy raid, and if it wasn't an easy raid, then I'd kind of be really doubting my attack strategies, to be honest. Because if I'm a Town Hall 9 and I can't easily take down a Town Hall 7 with this, then yeah, I've got to be doing something wrong. But anyway, got 100%, got a few trophies, and about 386,000 resources. So that was pretty cool. But anyway, we've got a much more difficult base on this. He looks like a he's kind of like my level, except he is an ideal base to attack with this because his air defense is right on the outside. I don't understand the benefit of doing that. I mean, seriously, why would you put your Dark Elixir's drills there if, like, you can be destroyed by this strategy? And, like, I do surprisingly well with this. It's just, the thing is, I don't rush it. That was the one thing that kind of, like, failed me in this raid. I did not rush it at the start, and I would have definitely been able to get the 3-star. There is no doubt in my mind that I would have been able to get that 3-star on this base if I didn't rush if I did rush with my archers. So anyway, my giants are breaking through the wizard tower, and they are gonna start hitting a wall, but that's not really a problem at all. He does only have 1 expo, so that's kind of weird to say he has level 7 mortars. Weird that he decided to upgrade all of them before actually getting his 2nd expo. But hey, you know, it's his base, not mine. I don't know. But anyway, I've dropped my heroes. I do decide to get them into the center in this base because there are the the archer towers and stuff and the cannons. Then they are pretty well inside the base, so I am gonna have to use my heroes. I do drop the rage, so my giants can destroy the air defense before it destroys the healer. And yeah, that's a good tip, really, because if your healer starts getting shot at, drop a, or you'll know that it's about to get shot out by the air defense, drop a rage on your giants, or like if you know that it's less than 2 buildings to the air defense, because it's pretty obvious that they're gonna get it. Because my healer survived on like half health, so that's just another tip. Drop rage. Don't be afraid to drop spells if it's gonna end up helping the raid. Because I know I said to conserve spells, but really, if it helps you, then you should just not be afraid to drop them, because that rage was definitely worth it. I wouldn't have come close at all. The only problem is, well, you'll see, I get really close. So close that it's just frustrating right now when I'm commentating over it. But and I did this like an hour and a half ago. But anyway, they are taking down the last defense, which is the expo, and this time on the bottom here, that is the actual real time, and you'll see 3, 2, 1, and that gold mine is on like a 3rd health. So yeah, so close to the 3-star, and that was a pretty tough base. But I did get 2,500 Dark Elixir and like 200,000 Elixir, which is good because I am trying to get my 2nd Dark Elixir drill maxed, as you'll see, because now we're back at the base, and I did manage to get enough gold to upgrade the air defense, and 1,000,000 more actually. You know what, I probably could have saved up for a wizard tower, but oh well. I prefer just doing all of my air defenses now, since I've started 2 of them. But yeah, as far as my base goes, I'm probably just gonna do the cheapest stuff first, because my logic behind that is that it'll be easier to hold more resources as my base gets more maxed out. That's my logic behind doing cheap stuff first, but depends really how patient you are. If you're patient, then you might as well just get the tough stuff. Then yeah, you might as well get the tough stuff upgraded first. But anyway, what have we learnt? You've got to rush the attack. Don't worry about your archers dying. Create funnels for your heroes to go into the center, and make sure that and don't be afraid to drop spells. Just make sure that you're thinking about the elixir that you're using when you drop them. But anyway, please make sure you like and subscribe for more videos, and I hope you guys enjoyed and learned something from this. As always, see you guys next time.